The race was on. I needed a wow. I needed one bad. So I called my bank. I said, Tim Perry's the president. I said, Tim, I need somebody to get me a loan quick. We got this place we fell in love with. We got to close in a week. He said, Dale, hang tight. Don't go anywhere. You'll be getting a call from Bruce Thompson. Now, when he said it, it was kind of a do-do-do-do-do kind of thing. I mean, it kind of had that eerie feeling to it. So I said, all right, good. I waited. 9 o'clock passed, 10 o'clock passed, 11 o'clock passed, 12 o'clock passed, 1 o'clock passed, 2 o'clock passed. I'm starting to get frustrated. Finally, 2:15, the phone rings. I pick it up. I say, Dale Vermillion. This person on the end of the line says, hi, this is Bruce Thompson. I said, Bruce, I've been expecting your call. He said, I know you have. He said, Mr. Vermillion, I got one question for you. I said, what's that? He said, I was wondering if you're available Friday at noon to meet with me. Now, what do you think I thought he meant? I thought he was talking about an application. I thought we were going to fill out the app on Friday. Well, I unfortunately let him have it. I said, Bruce, look, I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this, but maybe Mr. Perry didn't explain to you, I got to close fast. And if we don't even meet till Friday, it's not going to happen. Here's what he said. He said, I'm Bruce Thompson. I said, so? He said, well, you don't understand. I said, well, what don't I understand? Help me. He said, here's the deal, Mr. Vermillion. I got a call at 9:15 from the bank president, Tim Perry. Here's what he said. He said, you wanted a loan, you wanted it faster. Here's what I did. I pulled your information, looked through it, pulled your credit report, looked through it. Everything looked good. Your bank accounts were in order. You've been a customer a long time. Your credit was good. Seeing that looked good, I went ahead and filled your application out for you because I knew you were a busy guy. You didn't have time. When I was done with the application, I got it approved. No problem. Seeing it was approved, I went in and called the title company. They said they can have title by Thursday. I called the appraiser. He's going to appraise it on Wednesday. Called the closing agent. They said they got an opening Friday at noon, so I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you available or not? Whew. What was the only thing I could say? Wow. I'll be there. Well, I hung up the phone. I was so excited. I called my wife. I said, honey. She said, what? I said, you're not going to believe it. She said, what? I said, Bruce Thompson. She said, what are you talking about? I said, we're closing on Friday. She said, what? I said, the lake house. She said, impossible. I said, Bruce Thompson. Well, it was all going well to that point. You know what she had the nerve to ask me? What's the rate? Guess what I said? I don't know. I was so excited I forgot to ask, but I'll call you back. I called Bruce. I said, Bruce. He said, Dale. I said, I got a question. He said, I know. I said, what do you mean you know? He says, you want to know the rate, don't you? I said, how'd you know that? He says, because they always forget to ask. Because I'm Bruce Thompson. I said, so what is it? He said, it's low. I said, no, I need a number. What is it? He said, it's competitive. I said, Bruce, you got to give me a number. My wife's expecting one. I said, here's the deal, Dale. I said, my rate's about half, 3/4% higher than the other banks, but you don't care because you're closing Friday, you get your lake, and I'm Bruce Thompson. God bless.
When I interviewed mortgage broker Richard Schmid back in 2004, he was riding high on a wave of exotic financing. He specialized in low-payment mortgages for high-priced houses.
You could have a $500,000 house with a $400,000 mortgage on it, paying $1,012 a month. It's really about driving the payment down as low as possible so people can afford the payment.
When I called the same broker recently, nobody home. The lending landscape has changed.
Your credit scores have to be higher. They're looking for you to put some money down onto your property so you have an investment into your property, and they're looking for your income to substantiate the purchase of that house.
In other words, it's harder to borrow mortgage money these days, especially for those with less than perfect credit who borrow from subprime lenders.
There's been about 35 lenders that have currently gone out of business in the last, I would say, 6 months.
Not your problem? Well, if you care about the value of your house, it could be.
When the market slows down, and this does affect the market slowing down, it will affect the actual value of your property when you have a slow market.
In other words, tighter standards and fewer lenders mean fewer qualified buyers. And fewer buyers could lead to lower home prices. Worst case scenario, an unwinding real estate market that ultimately leads us into a nationwide recession. Whether you're looking for a house to buy, a place to work, or even the best deal on car insurance, your credit score can make a difference. Because lenders, employers, and insurance companies might look at that score to determine what kind of risk you are. While the exact formula behind your score is secret, according to the company that makes them, Fair Isaac, about 65% of your score is based on how much you owe and how well you've done paying it back. The other 35% is split between the length of your history, the types of credit you've had, and new credit and inquiries.